Greninja raids have officially started as part of the new 7-star raid event in Pokemon Scarlet Violet. Definitely one of the most popular Pokemon that are ever going to be in these raids. So we're going to show you guys how to solo it. No worrying about teammates, no worrying about anything. Just opening your own game, not needing online. Just go in, get the Pokemon ready, and go and solo it yourself. Let's have a look at how it's done. So we're actually going to use the exact same Pokemon and a very similar setup to what we use for Cinderace. This is Slowbro, and we have got Psychic Terra type on him. He's holding Shell Bell, and the moves we want are Stored Power, Nasty Plot, Iron Defense, and Slack Off. So pretty much the same thing that we used for Cinderace, actually. But unlike Cinderace, I did invest in my stats here. When I showed you how to solo Cinderace, we actually didn't invest anything. We didn't have any EVs at all. We had no good for HP IVs, and other IVs were just kind of not great or anything. These are now changed because Greninja is actually just a lot more difficult. So we have max special attack and max defense and 6 IVs, which you can do all of right here in Montenevra. You guys should know this right by now. If you come to the Poke Center over here, you'll be able to IV train your Pokemon, hyper train your Pokemon at this guy right here. That will get you all 6 IVs if you use some bottle caps. And if you want to max out your EVs, you can come right over here to this shop to buy the appropriate items, the proteins and all that stuff right in here. And that will be able to max out your EVs that you need. And then you can just get the moves from leveling up Slowbro like regular, or using TMs that I showcased in the previous Cinderace video. So, now that we're ready, we have our Slowbro ready to go, let's go ahead and solo our Greninja. As usual, guys, in order to update your raid den, go ahead to Poke Portal right over here. Go down to Mystery Gift after 10 to 20 minutes of loading. Right, go down to Mystery Gift right here, and then go check Poke Portal News. That will connect you online. You only need the internet connection to do that, by the way. You don't need Nintendo Switch Online, because of course this is solo method, so you do not need Nintendo Switch Online at all. There's our updates, and now we're good to go. We will disconnect off the internet when we get out of there, because of course we're going to be doing this solo. We're not going to have teammates, and that's actually to our advantage. So let's go ahead and go to our raid den. Alright, so our Greninja, Poison type Terra over here. Our 7-star raid den is just northwest of Montenevra. Let's go solo him. Alright, here it is. Here we go, guys. Staying offline, challenging alone. Right here with Slowbro at the helm of our party. Make sure you guys set him up properly in order to do this, because of course Greninja is a lot harder than Cinderace. So here's the key. In 7-star dens, the biggest and most important thing to know is when the enemy uses the nullify stats and condition changes and all that stuff. And usually in the 7-star raid so far, they've only used it once at some point in the battle. Now for Greninja, he uses it on the 3rd or the 4th turn. So all we gotta do is hang tight until then, so that we can then start preparing ourselves, start getting our stats up, to be able to wipe him out. So we just gotta go through 3 turns until he erases our stat changes. And I think in order to do that, we're just gonna go for Iron Defense, so we can take less damage on any physical attacks he might go for right now, like that. Let's go ahead and do another Iron Defense. Okay, one more. Go for Night Slash again, which of course is going to do a lot, but after 1 Iron Defense, you just saw that how much HP it just took out the second time. Nothing, absolutely nothing. It's only the first hit you need to worry about at all. And if you guys want, you can go ahead for a heal up, because we're still waiting for him to nullify our stats here, which should be the next turn. Let's see what he does here. Take your time. Okay, him being paralyzed shouldn't make a difference here. I think he'll still go for the nullify. There we go. Alright. Nullify stats and changes. Now we're ready to start stacking, okay? So we want to still get our Iron Defense back up, so we take like no damage from the slash that he used or any other physical attacks he might go for. Iron Defense. We'll go for that for 2. We'll just do 2 of those. That should be enough. More than enough even. Alright. And again, keep in mind, he will not use Nullify stat changes again. They only use it once in the 7-star raids. So that's pretty handy once you know that stuff. He's going for Hydro Pump now, because that's going to do more damage. And then there's physical attacks. Alright, so now we're going to go for Nasty Plot. Okay, he puts up a shield very early. Doesn't matter, guys. You're always going to have to face his shield. There's no way around that. We're just going to go for nasty plots now. Let's go for 4 of those so we can maximize our damage output. And using slack off as we need, by the way. But now that he's swapped to Hydro Pump, he does have a good chance at missing. Let's just go ahead and use slack off. Should be about 50% of our HP there. He goes for Night Slash now, which is going to do nothing. Perfect. Alright. Slack off here, and then we will continue with our nasty plots. Alright, 3 more nasty plots. We'll be maxed out. Oh, he's frozen. How did that happen? He was paralyzed a second ago. I guess we got a little lucky. But it's okay. It's very straightforward. You guys slack off. You can use it. His physical attacks will do absolutely nothing to you. You're good, man. You're good. Okay, that's our 3rd one. I think the biggest challenge with the Greninja raids, no matter what build you're using, is actually the timer. There are a few builds out there that you can use to survive and build up. Oh, we're already maxed out. I actually just literally wasted a turn. So talking about timer. Alright, let's go for another slack off so we don't get hammed here while we're trying to use stored power. Either way, yeah, the timer is probably the biggest challenge with this raid. Night Slash, perfect. Does nothing. Alright, time to start using stored power. We're gonna have to use it 3 times so that we can terrestrialize as well, which will do more damage to his shield. Let's see how much it does. It does mad damage anyway. We won't even need to terrestrialize, actually, I think. And Shell Bell now heals us from now on as well. So just in case you were worried about that, Shell Bell is going to keep you topped up. You're already set. Very good to go here. Look at that. That's incredible damage. Absolutely no risks, no nothing anymore. Yeah, we don't even need to terrestrialize at all here. We're just going to go for stored power until he's done. We have loads of time left. Yeah, we can miss because he has double team. We can miss, but I don't think you have to actually worry about that. We're kind of overkill at the moment. It doesn't look like there's any issues that we could face here that will stop us from taking out Greninja, even with a couple of misses. So some people might recommend using Scope Lens or whatever. It increases your accuracy a little bit. I don't even think that's necessary. I think Shell Bell is more useful, actually, because it stops you from having to use slack off anymore. You can take a couple of hits, and once you hit a stored power somewhere down the line, you're good. You're going to get all your health back anyway. There it goes. Now we missed again. Okay, no worries. His shield is gone, so we only have like 1 or 2 more stored powers that we actually didn't have to use in the first place. And there we goes. Yeah, 1. Alright. Slowbro dominating. Good God. Slowbro's a monster. This was insanely easy with Slowbro, with this build. Insanely easy. And we already pretty much have this Pokemon almost perfectly set up, if you guys did follow my Cinderace build. So, decent. Wow. Yeah, special moves pack a little bit of a punch, but Shell Bell compensates for it perfectly. There it goes again. Alright. A lot of missing here. This is fine. It's still okay. We're still sitting pretty here. Okay, another miss. Good God. I'm just waiting for that last stored power to get in there somehow. Just slip in. Finish him off. We're just getting bad RNG here, guys. You shouldn't all have this problem. But there we go. Even with bad RNG, we finally get in. And Greninja's done. It's done. It was no sweat broken whatsoever. Okay. Let's catch him in a quick ball. And there is our Greninja all caught, and there is our rewards. We got an ability patch, some candies, the Poison Terror shards, some common shards, some money stuff, and some nuggets or whatever. It's all good. The big thing there being the ability patch. Sweet. And Greninja is now officially caught. That was easy. Alright guys, you should have no problem soloing the Greninjas anymore for yourselves. just whip out the old Slowbro that you had from the previous raid event and you're good to go. You might make some changes to him, like adding in the EVs if you didn't, similar to what I did with the Cinderace. I didn't use any EVs at all. Now you will want to be using your EVs. Hyper train him, get those moves. I think you might have to change maybe one move max, and then knock yourself out. Just go in, knock him out. It was actually quite easy. Guys, have fun, good luck, and I'll see you around in the next video. Till then, guys, bye!